Hey guys, this is Double BMTG back finally with a new Tortured Existence list. It is similar for sure. I tried to brew up a Rakdos one, and it doesn't matter how many new sets come out, there's just not the support. Faithless Looting is good, but not nearly good enough. Writhing Necromass is the new card that we've got, along with Eerie Soul Tender. This card's strong. This card is really strong. It is a 7 mana card that costs 1 less for each creature in your graveyard. 5/5 with Death Touch. And basically the plan is going to be to fill up my graveyard with Dredgers and with Soul Tender, like I usually do. And then play 1 mana 5/5s. And if the opponent kills them, loop them with Torex, so that I get more 1 mana 5/5s, along with 1 mana 2/2s flying with haste. And just, to top it all off, I don't take combat damage. I think that this might actually be playable in the current Pauper metagame. Uh, I do, however, need a lot of Chainer's Edicts, because Hot Dogs will run you over. That new whatever mechanic, they play a bunch of mana ramp into the new Monarch thing. You need Chainer's Edict, I feel, for that. And so I've got another one. I've got another one on the sideboard. I've got 2 dead weights for Hot Dogs. And I completely cut Crypt Rats from the main deck, because I looked at the metagame and it is nowhere near good enough, I think, to deal with the threats and the speed that the current Pauper metagame has. The only decks that it's really good against is the mono white and the white red Boros Bully type decks, and those decks play Prismatic Strand. So like, what the heck is Crypt Rats even going to do against them, right? So I've got 2 of them in the sideboard in case we run across elves or some kind of creature-based combo deck that I really want them. But it's not the best. I only have 1 Fume Spitter because it's not great into a lot of the threats currently. It's still playable. I still want 1 of it just to toolbox out. But the deck is mostly going to be about stomp them in the face with big old 5/5s, have the basic Madness package, have value off of Soul Tender. If you don't know what it does, it's a 3 mana 3/1 that mills you for 3, and then you can exile it for 5 and return target creature back to your hand. It's value. I took out 1 Grave Scrabbler for this. It fits kind of the same-ish kind of a slot, but you can play it earlier, and it actually turns on your Necromasses and Anglers, whereas Grave Scrabbler kind of turns them off because you're getting creatures out of your graveyard. I think Scrabbler's still maybe good enough to play. I'm going to test it out. I might full-on take Grave Scrabbler out of the deck and just play a 4th Kitchen Imp. That might be how it goes, but I still like Grave Scrabbler a lot, and we will see. I am going to hop right into a league, and I'll see you in match number 1. Here we are in the first match of the league, and this is not a keepable hand. This is a keepable hand, so I will keep this and toss back a Necromass. Necromass is really not good in the early game. I am not playing 3, I'm not playing 4 of it because of how absolutely awful it is in the early. I put in the 2 Gurmag Anglers because you can more consistently get it out in the early game, and I'm super hard going to slam this Tortured Existence because this is probably Fairies, and I do not want this countered. We probably just win if this is Red-Blue Fairies. Red-Blue Fairies is slightly better than Dimir in a Tortured Existence, but only ever so slightly. I think that my last list, the more prison-y, control-y version, would probably be slightly better into Fairies than this one, but it's not that big of a difference. As long as we can hit a Kitchen Imp eventually, the match will just be over. I think that I'm going to Chainer's Edict here. Don't want the opponent getting any shenanigans with ninjas off. And And we will see how this one goes. How strong are 5/5s into lightning bolts? I feel like the answer is strong. How strong are they into screds? Less strong. That is probably, it's probably a lot less. I'm gonna play out Spore Frog. If the opponent counters it, that's perfectly fine. Opponent does not counter it, so I'm gonna play Rot Farm, bounce this forest back, and pass the turn. What's the opponent gonna do? I was actually pretty happy when I saw the Pauper metagame. I was a little bit nervous because I haven't played Magic in a while, in a good while. Um, so I was scared. I was scared with the new set. It might just be combo decks, but it's not. There's a lot of fair decks still. There's a lot of decks that Tortured Existence can prison out, and outvalue and all that good stuff. Opponent grabs the Monarch, which is annoying, but we might be able to work through that. Let's see. I'm gonna Spore Frog, Chainers, Swamp, pass the turn. Really need a Kitchen Imp, because the Monarch can actually outvalue Tortured Existence sooner or later. Especially since I'm not running Crypt Rats. So if they set up a giant board of flyers and we can't get our hands on a Kitchen Imp, don't really have a way to wipe it until the sideboard games. Opponent gonna draw a card. I'm gonna sacrifice Spore Frog, pitch Stinkweed Imp, dredge Stinkweed Imp. Okay, so we've got our Necromass, brown scale. Okay. Forest. I suppose just playing Spore Frog is fine. Might get countered by Fairy. But I'd be okay if that happened. And with double brown scale, if I can just hit my land drops, maybe get a Sakura Tribe Elder in the graveyard or something, it's hard to imagine the opponent being able to kill me. Oh, opponent just concedes. What the heck? You have the Monarch, buddy. All right, well, opponent did not want to play this one out. Let's go to sideboards. I will say that despite what our opponent thinks, this matchup does not get better for them post-board unless they have an absurd quantity of graveyard hate. Because I still have Scattershot Archers because of our lack of mainboard board wipes. This is a good hand to keep. I have my Kitchen Imp. I don't have Torex turn 1, so if they hold up counterspells forever and ever, it could be rough, but I'm fine with that. Ah, Soul Tender, okay. I'm going to cast Tribe Elder. Pass the turn. I love slamming Tortured Existence turn 1 into Fairies players. It's it's a good time. Relic of Progenitus, well, the opponent does have graveyard hate, I see. I wonder if they took out their removal spells. I mean, probably lightning bolts. They saw one of our necromasses, so they should keep in at least the Screds probably. I'm going to go ahead and commune. Grab Scattershot Archer. Then I'm going to commune. Dang. Grab Rot Farm. Pass the turn. Did not hit Torex in nine looks. That is very unlucky. Okay, I'll exile a commune. Writhing Necromass. How much does this cost right now? 6. Oh, 7. Yeah, of course, because I got very unlucky. All right. I'm gonna cast Soul Tender. Well, I mean that's a creature, I suppose. Rot Farm. Bounce Forest. And I'll pass the turn here. I'm not going to cast Scattershot into Spell Stutter. Exile a Commune. This is much better here than a Grave Scrabbler. That is one of the difficulties playing Tortured Existence, is that you've got these clunky cards that you just really can't cast without Tortured Existence. Okay. Let's see. I am going to... I'm just going to try and slam... Yeah, I'm going to try to slam a Scattershot Archer. Because I've got another one. Alright, I'm going to pass turn. Opponent going to shred it, sure. Yeah, just want to make sure that this wasn't just a sorcery. Fairies here, okay. Opponent puts 2 cards on top. That is not the best sign. I would like this Scattershot Archer, please. Probably going to force the opponent to pop the Relic. But if he pops the Relic, then that's tapping out of Counterspell. Alright, so if I top deck Tortured Existence, it can be very good. Nope. That's annoying. Scattershot. Kitchen Imp. Witherbloom. Pass the turn. We have gone quite deep without seeing Tortured Existence. I suppose the fun. That's the fun of the Fairies matchup. Is sometimes you've got to really scrap it out with them, and especially post board. I've got the cards to scrap it out with Fairies. Alright. Jungle Hollow. Pass the turn. I love this card so much. It's so broken in this matchup. It's so broken in so many matchups. Like, imagine trying to play Squadron Hawk into this card. It's just not fair. Alright, I'm going to kill that. Scry 1. Yeah, sure. I'll take a Necromass. Swing for 2. Jam Necromass. It's always fun hard casting a 7 mana 5/5 with Death Touch. I mean, in this situation, it is much better than Crypt Rats. I will say that. It's this would be a Crypt Rats and or a Fume Spitter, and it would feel very mediocre. The opponent would probably not even counterspell it, and I'd feel sad that I didn't have Tortured Existence on board. Um, is that the one that is like Gush? Yeah. Yeah, I figured. I don't think that that deck would play any other ones. Kitchen Imp. Okay. Well, I'll cast myself a Kitchen Imp. Opponent counterspells it, sure. Cast Necromass. Foil. Okay. Sure. Almost never see anyone playing that card. Commodore, okay. Definitely gonna scry on upkeep. No. Not what I need. It's not really what I need either, but... Okay, thank goodness he didn't have a removal spell. That would have really sucked. Yep. Annoying that I've got to do this. But, it's what I've got. Draw a card. I just cannot hit Torex. I swear I didn't take him out of the sideboard. I swear. If opponent still doesn't have removal spell, I keep the Monarch and kind of just win. That would be something. Playing foil and you can't protect your Monarch. No, Echoing Truth. All right. Well, for sure I block here. Do not want to give Ninja on that. Okay, opponent's going to draw 2 extra cards by the end step. But they already used Echoing Truth. Oh, and I have another Kitchen Imp. Cool. I'll probably get to take it back then. Alright, very nice. Cast Sakura Tribuilder. Pass the turn, draw a card. Very nice. If opponent has removal spell, they get to take the Monarch back, of course. But if they don't, I get to keep it. And even if they do take it back, I've got 2 Kitchen Imps. I'm beating them down, and it looks like they've probably taken out a good number of their red removal spells, so just 2/2 flyers. Very difficult for Fairies to deal with. Like, really, really difficult for Fairies to deal with. And again, I'm happy. I'm happy with these 5/5s. Even when they're not at their peak potential of just 1 mana 5/5s recurring over and over, they're pretty good. You know, in this grindy sort of a situation. I prefer this. I mean, if this was another one of these, it'd be very good. I'll definitely say that it'd be very good if it was another Eerie Soul Tender. It would honestly be better, much better, if it was just another Kitchen Imp in this situation. So I'll note that. I think that I might end up just cutting this for the 4th Kitchen Imp. I really like the value of it with Tortured Existence, but it's so bad when it just sits in your hand and you've got an empty graveyard, and even if I draw a Torex at this point, it's not going to do a whole lot. It's just, it's rough. I have a Scattershot Archer opponent. I win. Yay! On to match number 2. Here we are in match number 2 of the league. Opponent is deciding on whether or not they want to play first. The answer is yes. Almost every time. I really like this version of the deck. I mean, I've only played 1 game of it so far, but like, this hand just looks cool, you know? This looks like a really cool hand. And having an actual clock against combo decks sounds fantastic to me. Because Crypt Rats does not cut it against those decks at all. You can't just hit them in the face with 1/1s and try to fireball them. It almost never works. But maybe some 1 mana 5/5s will. Opponent is now deciding, do they want to keep? Is this guy... Let me see. No. No, don't. I want to look at the people. I want to look at the people. I want to look at the leaderboard. Ah, it's over here. I'm a doofus. I think I've played against this guy. Yeah. He's pretty good, I think. I don't know exactly what he's running right now, but quite good at the game. Slightly unlike the last player, who conceded for no reason and then lost for no reason. Witherbloom Campus, pass the turn. And to be fair for our opponent, they were probably going to lose game 1, but boy, it was an early concession. So this is probably going to be either Affinity, which I think that I've seen them top a bunch back with old ATOG Affinity. I think I've seen that name before. Or it will be just Rakdos Burn. We shall see. Blood Fountain. So, Affinity. Cool. Yeah. They could be holding up the 1 card that does the thing, but they're F6'd. Yeah. Cool. I think, yeah, they could have cast the improvised the two artifacts counter spell if you don't pay 3. Okay, Swamp. Eerie Soul Tender. Getting some of that value. No? Counterspell? Of some kind? Ah, Deadly Dispute. Sure. Darn. Double Commune, Sakura Tribe Elder. Not the greatest, but at least I hit a creature. This card's pretty sweet. Especially in these just really value-oriented matchups. Okay, opponent's playing their ridiculously cheap, high stats creatures. Let's see if we can start doing some of that. I need a dredger. I really need a dredger. Okay. So, how do I want to do this? I think I want to. Yeah, I was gonna play Swamp. I want to play Swamp, and then I want to Gurmag away these communes. Pass the turn. Would have been really nice to hit a dredger off of this. I'm playing 7 dredgers in this version because it's so important to get those creatures in the graveyard for Gurmag and Necromass, and not just creatures, of course, just anything for Gurmag, which is what I really like about this card. Nice. Can't kill my Gurmag. And there's my dredger. Very nice. Very nice indeed. Discard Brown Scale. Cast Tribe Elder. I'll play another Campus. And then pass the turn. I feel like this matchup, which was, I think, slightly in their favor with the very controlling version of Torex, I think that it's probably in my favor because the Mirror Enforcer beatdown with the end-step instant speed red removal, especially makeshift munitions for Spore Frog, made things very difficult. But just having big fat fatties will help a lot, I think. Get a Swamp. And getting recurable big fat fatties. Very helpful. It will kind of suck if the opponent has a Galvanic Blast, and there's a very good chance that they have one. They've been drawing their whole deck. But we're only looking at 8 damage so far. Oh, Chainer's Edict. Opponent apparently thinks that this card is very good in the meta as well, and it definitely is. The card is stupid strong right now. Okay. I'm gonna go ahead and grab. No, I don't think I want Tribe Elder right now. I don't think I want to discard this card at all. Yeah, I'm just gonna dredge. Yep, dredge Brown Scale. Nice, hit a Stinkweed Imp. That's cool. Okay. So I am going to, how much does this cost? It costs 3 mana. Okay. Cast Necromass for 3 mana. Then I'm going to grab Tribe Elder, discarding Brown Scale. Cast Tribe Elder. Play Jungle Hollow. Pass the turn. Let's see what's opponent. What's this guy gonna do? What's you gonna do? Smash the dust, deal 1 damage to each of your opponent. Ooh, spooky. Deadly Dispute. Okay. Card's really good. Cool. Chromatic Star, sack, okay. Chainer's Edict, sure. Gal Blast kills me. Makeshift munitions, okay. Getting really low here. Dread Stinkweed. Okay. Discard Stinkweed. Brown Scale. I don't have a single madness creature. That sucks. How many creatures do I have? 1, 2, 3, 4. And 1, 2, 3. It's not very good. It's not very good because if I bring back this, yeah, gotta do something like this. Play that. Tap that. Cast that. Yeah. This is not the best. Not the best at all. This would cast for 1. It doesn't really matter because I don't have any extra value on top of it. Yep. Cast Necromass, pass the turn. Really needed a madness creature there. I mean, there's a very good chance I just die here. Chainer's Edict, okay. I could use a Chainer's Edict here. That would be nice. Okay, not dead quite just yet. Dredge Stinkweed. Okay, Chainer's Edict. I really, casting it costs so much mana. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Just 8 damage straight up. So if I Chainer's Edict, I just die. Yeah, I need like double brown scale looping for a while with a madness creature into, yeah, difficult. Affinity just has such crazy value. I mean, like, what I'm doing here is obviously good, but it's not good enough, is the thing. It's like, it's not nearly good enough. Yeah, I just die. Yeah. Game over. Go to sideboards. Okay, I'm gonna bring these in for these. And let's go to game number 2. I have taken out all of my artifact hate because I didn't expect to be playing into any affinity. I looked at the metagame, did not see any affinity at all. None. Mulligan again. Have to keep. Can't really throw this one back. Hopefully we hit a land. Tortured Existence. Pass the turn. Affinity just has so much value. Swamp was not talking about that land. I was talking more of like a green land. Yeah, they just go Ichor Wellspring into Deadly Dispute, Ancestral Recall, like all that BS is still there. And I am not hitting my land drops. Okay. Okay. One of those games. Yeah, and this is just why, like, what the hell is this? Like, has zero problem with mana. Just Meta decks. Just meta decks. Mirror Enforcer, Frogmite, Mirror Enforcer, Clark Clan Shaman, turn 4, 10 power. I mean, ooh, I hit my land. Yeah, that's game. See you in match number 3. Just not enough value. Not enough card advantage. Not enough of the good shit. You need the good shit. Swamp. Ooh. I see. I'll go ahead and commune here. Grab a Thorn, I think. Yeah. Thorn should be fine. Yeah, I needed like the Monarch and much more. That first game. Yeah, I needed Madness Creatures is really what I needed. Dark Ritual, okay. So we're fighting the Turbo whatever obnoxious stuff deck. Yeah, this one. The Initiative deck. Uh-huh. Okay. I'm gonna dredge Stinkweed. Cast Gurmag. Cast Spore Frog. And then pass the turn. We will probably see a battle between Monarch and the Initiative. And hopefully I hit a Torex and I can Kitchen Imp him. Because that's kind of the plan. Okay. Nope. Nice. Yep, Tortured Existence. Grab Kitchen Imp. Do I do that yet? I can't cast it yet. Yeah, I'll just Tri-Builder this turn. Discard Stinkweed. Forest. Tri-Builder. Pass the turn. I think. I could swing out. I could. Perhaps take the initiative. There's a small chance that I take the initiative back. It's a really small chance. They play Snuff Out. Yeah. I'll try it just for the heck of it. I don't know that list very well. I know that they play Interaction. I know that they play Snuff Outs. They sometimes play like Snap. Yeah. Sure. I think that that's fine. Yeah, that's fine. Just forcing the Snuff Out. It's fine. Okay. I lose 5 life. Yeah, this deck's silly. Very, very silly deck. Uh-huh. Alright, I think that I'm just going to dredge Stinkweed Imp here. I feel like I've got plenty of life. Okay. I'm gonna grab myself. Hopefully they don't have another snuff out. That would be really obnoxious. Discard Stinkweed Imp. Grab that. Grab Spore Frog. Discard Kitchen Imp. Swing out with everything. And I obviously didn't sack this because I want to take the initiative. Very important. Yay. Cool. I get to get a swamp. Witherbloom Campus. I was hoping that this would be how this matchup went. This is kind of how I drew it up. There's a reason that I have 3 Spore Frogs in this deck instead of playing Crypt Rats. Because I looked at this deck and thought, well, this is some bullshit. Alright. Okay. Gets this guy. Okay, opponent does not attack. Go ahead and dredge Stinkweed Imp. Okay. So I'm out here just trying to Spore Frog loop basically. Okay. I don't have any Crypt Rats to blow up the board, so I just have to, yeah, I've got a Spore Frog loop into Kitchen Imps. We've got a Fume Spitter in the deck, and I can just go like something like this. I can just play out Thorn. Grab the Monarch, play Swamp, pass the turn, dredge Brown Scale. Yeah. We'll see how this plays out. This, of course, is the major obnoxious thing about this matchup. Yep, sack Spore Frog. If they didn't have a flyer, it'd be super free. Okay, Battle Rager. Burn me for 5. All right. Discard Brown Scale, loop Brown Scale, discard Brown Scale, loop Brown Scale. Dredge Brown Scale. Okay. Discard Brown Scale, get Grave Scrabbler. Discard Grave Scrabbler. Madness Grave Scrabbler. Grab Brown Scale. Discard Brown Scale. Cast Spore Frog. Draw a card. I'll just take a natural draw here. All right. And I've got 1, 2, 3, 4, yeah, 4 creatures in my graveyard, so I'm going to need a little bit more in there. Again, would have been nice if Grave Scrabbler was instead a Kitchen Imp. It's good to think about. All right, I'm going to take a natural draw, Kitchen Imp. Okay, that's good. Discard Kitchen Imp. See about swinging with those, and why not all of these? Okay, I take the initiative, venture into the Undercity. I'll put 2 +1/+1 counters on my imp. I think that that's pretty strong. Then I'm going to cast Necromass for 1, grab Gurmag, discarding Brown Scale, grab Spore Frog, discarding Stinkweed, cast Spore Frog, opponent counters, or no? Yes, okay. Dredge Brown Scale, pass the turn. Okay, opponent swings with 2, block this one, take 5, but I kill the 5, so 5/9. Okay, opponent takes the Monarch and the initiative, which is annoying. Wish that I had more mana. Yeah, take a natural draw. Alright. Discard Brown Scale. Grab myself that. That is a very big sneak. Extremely annoying. I don't have multiple Spore Frogs here, which really sucks. I'm going to try and cast this, see if it lands. Okay. Discard Brown Scale, grab Spore Frog, cast Spore Frog. Cast Gurmag Angler. Pass the turn. Makes the other sneak bigger. Alright, opponent draws a card. I'm going to loop Brown Scale. Take a natural draw. Okay, Necromass is pretty good. Yeah, I'm gonna go to combat. See what happens if I just swing out like this. Yeah, swing out like that. The 2 death touches should be good. Okay. That feels like winning. Alright. Okay, opponent's gonna probably ping me for 5. I love playing a deck that can just outlast 5 damage every like 3 turns. Alright, opponent draws a card with the Monarch. I'm gonna dredge brown scale here. Grab Kitchen Imp, discard brown scale. Actually just gonna swing out with everything. Yeah. The only thing that's gonna save them here is like an Echoing Decay. Boom. Cool. I grinded them out with big fat boys. Nice. On to sideboards. Alright, I'm a sideboard like this. Go to game number 2. I don't think that I have that much for this matchup. I just kind of Chainer's Edict. I think Chainer's Edict is pretty good. Can't really keep this. Don't have Torex. Don't have green mana. Well, there's Torex and green mana. Not a lot else is going on in this hand, but hopefully it'll get there. Yeah, this Grave Scrabbler is probably gonna turn into something else. As much as I like the card, it's just probably gonna have to turn into something else. Yeah, I'm just gonna jam my Torex before they can get counter magic up. Okay. Would have been nice if I had known that I was going to draw that, but I think it's more important to not get my Torex countered. Tri-Builder. Okay. Jungle Hollow. Pass turn. Very slow start for the opponent. Extremely slow start. That's really bad for them. They should have the initiative usually by turn 2. Like, almost always by turn 2. I should have upkept Dredged, probably. I don't know. I'm kind of tired today. It's Friday. For me, at least. I worked all week. But I'm having fun with this deck. And I think... Oh! Oh! I see. On to match number 4. Here we are in match number 4. I'm going to take a risky keep here. If I draw a green source, this is very good. If I don't draw a green source, I feel very bad. Yeah. I don't know. What? Oh boy. Huh. Gonna foil that one? Wow. Well, okay. I guess that happened. And still have not drawn a green source. Didn't draw a green source there. Bit difficult. Really need to draw one now. Okay, deep analysis. Dang it. Pass the turn. Sad. Sad. I wonder what the opponent's playing. That weird, like serpentine curve Tolarian thingy that costs 1 mana and has ward. Maybe. Perhaps. That deck looks pretty good. I could see foil being played in it. Yeah. Well. We kept a risky hand. Got Torex foiled, and it would not have mattered because Torex does nothing if you don't have any mana. Opponent is playing. Yeah, Talarian Terror, Augur of BOIS. Yeah. Yep. Plays 1 mana 5/5. Plays 2 of them. That is game over. I'll take one more draw step. Yeah, there's the good old green mana. I'll concede. Go to game number 2. I'm going to bring these in for these and go to game number 2. Yeah, maybe I should have mulliganed there. I don't know. It's really hard to mulligan hands like that are so good if they hit. Because then you mulligan into hands like these. And it's just like, well, shit. I guess I go to 5, you know? It's like, I mean, what... I can't keep this. This is not playable. Alright, this is fine. Toss back these 2, I suppose. Yep. Swamp. What the heck? Pressed F7. I don't even know what that one does. Rot Farm. Rot Farm would have been nice last game. They had a good hand, though. Like, foil, turn 1 play into a bunch of draw spells while probably holding up counterspell. Seems decent. Definitely seems decent. Okay. I really don't know what their deck plays, so I'm going to just play a land in case they have like a tax you for 1 type of a counter spell. Pass the turn. I like glanced at this deck list. And I'm sure that this is the kind of deck that people like to brew a lot and put weird cards like foil into. Why is everyone playing foil? I mean, okay, so I guess that it's probably pretty good against like the initiative decks, but there's so many just really fair value oriented decks that foil sucks against, right? Like, right? I don't know. Well, I think that I'm going to jam a Gurmag Angler.
and Sakura Tribe-Elder. Pass the turn. Haha, I have cheap 5/5s as well. Yes, yours would have countered that. I'm aware that yours is better than mine. Might as well block sack. And obviously, if I had cast Thorn there, they would have snapped it, taken the Monarch, and then just won the game for super free. I guess that I cast Stinkweed Imp. Can't really do anything else. Missed on Torex with Commune, and now I'm just sitting here. Now I'm just kind of sitting here with nothing. And then the deck over there is blue, so they get to usually do their things. Kind of however they feel like. Foil. Okay. And these Gurmogs do not have Death Touch, so if they play a giant Serpentine Curve, it is going to suck. Real bad. Real bad. Okay. Opponent gushes. Casts Augur. Okay, Clot Scour. Yeah, I'll dredge Stinkweed. Might as well. Try to cast. Yeah, I'll keep Chainers, I suppose. Yep. Counter spell. Cast Stinkweed. Yeah. See, that's what I was playing around. I thought that they might randomly have that card. Yeah. Opponent has a bajillion counter spells and is going to make a bunch of very big creatures. And it is not going to look good. Yeah, this is the kind of matchup where you really need to like Torex turn 1. Torex turn 1 and not get it foiled. Yeah, I'll Stinkweed. Pitch another Torex. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Cast Gurmog. Another counterspell. Stinkweed. Pass the turn. And it's not like taking natural draws is going to end up any better. Chances are things will just end up worse if I do that. I'll do it here, but I had to Stinkweed those 2 times. Wasn't really any other way to do it. No Thorn here. Just having a Death Touch creature is nice. And it doesn't really matter if they take the Monarch, they have infinite cards anyway. And I really need gas here. Alright. Jungle Hollow. Pass the turn. Draw a card. Take a natural draw. Ah, okay. Well, if Tortured Existence resolves and I somehow wrestle the Monarch back from them, maybe this game's playable. I've played a lot of blue decks, and what the opponent's doing over there makes me want to play a blue deck right now. And I've when playing blue decks, I've watched the faces of the people that don't get to play the game, and it is not fun looking. Not fun looking at all. But this blue player is having significant quantities of fun. Getting to play all sorts of ridiculous cards. Alright. Block. Yeah. No. Yeah. That's better. I think. I think having Thorn in the graveyard's better. Because I can possibly, hypothetically, loop it back and then take the Monarch back that way. Unlikely, but possible. It's also, yeah, sure, snaps it. Okay. I could have also just swung out with a flyer if they played a creature. So, Stinkweed Imps just, I wanted it on the board more. Opponent gets to take the Monarch, though, which is interesting, certainly interesting. The blue player getting the Monarch. Always something. I'll take a natural draw. Hello, opponent. Would you like to counter spells not named Tortured Existence? Perhaps? Opponent, this card is highly dangerous. It has Death Touch and could take the Monarch. Definitely could take the Monarch. So you're going to tap out all of your mana. I see. So the opponent has played Force Spike, has Deep Analysis in the graveyard, Foil, and several counter spells. So there's no possible way that they have another one. No shot. Not a chance. Of course they play a Null. Why the hell wouldn't they? Sakura Tribe Elder. Yeah. Yeah. That figures. That sounds about right. Thought Scour. On the plus side, the opponent could hypothetically deck out. Yeah, that's what I'm gonna aim for, is decking the opponent. Yep, that's my game plan here. Dredge Stinkweed Imp. Cast Stinkweed. Why, yes, opponent. I am empty-handed. But I have dredgers. And one of the dredgers has Death Touch. So I can never lose. I don't want the Monarch. They're gonna kill themselves with cards is my plan. This is my whole plan. It is not a good plan. It might win. If they don't have, like, Serpentine Curves, and they haven't milled over any Serpentine Curves, uh, they might just not have enough threats to win, which would be hilarious to me. Just absolutely hilarious. No. Yeah, sure, I'll commune. There's a good chance this gets countered, but we'll see. I'll take a kitchen imp. Yes, kitchen imp. Why the heck not? Do I ever just take the monarch here? Is there any world in which I just, like, win off of the monarch? Not really. No. Nope. The opponent's got to deck themselves. That's kind of just the game plan. Delver. Sure. Land. Sure. Chainer's Edict. That's a fine card. Chainer's Edict, you. Haha. Sacrifice that 1/3. I have several Chainer's Edicts in the graveyard. I would like to draw a land. Because I have 6 mana, and I've had 6 mana for a while. This is why Stinkweed Imp is a good card. Never concede. It doesn't matter if they foil your tortured existence, unless you're staring down like certain death. With tortured existence, there's almost always something you can do. Something very silly. Like mind control your opponent into taking the monarch so that they deck themselves while you stall the board. Alright. Time to Chainer's Edict you, buddy. This is a silly, silly game. You're gonna draw more cards. You are causing your own doom, opponent. What, you thought ward 2 5/5s and 3/2 flyers, all of them at 1 mana, was good enough to win? You fool! You buffoon! I have 1/2s and a larger deck size than you. I don't know, maybe the opponent has Echoing Decay and that would really blow, but hey, I'm playing it out. Okay. This game is very silly. Opponent has 7 cards left in deck. 4 cards in hand. I have 2 Chainer's Edicts in the grave. 1 Stinkweed Imp in the grave. Snaps Stinkweed Imp back to hand. Okay. Okay. Opponent's probably going to try to swing in here. Alright. Block here. Block here. Take 8. Alright. So the play here is definitely just dredge Stinkweed Imp. Cast Stinkweed Imp. Darn. Cast Stinkweed Imp. Well, that sucks. Maybe Maybe I should have taken the Monarch at some point and then tried to win that way. I don't know. I think I would have just decked out myself. I really think I would have probably decked myself out. I've only got one Torex left. It would have 100% been countered. Difficult game. Well, on to match number 5. Here we are in match number 5 of the league. This hand's fine. I maybe wouldn't keep this back when all we had was Commune with the Gods to find Torex, but I've got 3 Commune with the Gods, 3 Commune with Spirits, 4 Tortured Existence. There's a good chance we draw into it in time. Alright. Spore Frog, okay. Tribelder, pass the turn. This turns into 2/2 Menace? Yes. Yes, it does. Okay. I think I'll probably grab a forest here. No, I'll grab a swamp. I'll grab a swamp. Yeah, will I? It's close. Torture. Take 4. I'll grab a forest. I really need to tempo out this Spore Frog. Yeah. Commune with the Spirits too. Yeah, that was definitely correct. Even though I've got this Rot Farm and it could be a little bit clunky later down the line, I think it's important to get it out right now. Vehicles you control have menace. Right. The menace is very annoying. That looks really bad. That looks like super bad. I'll probably just go like this. Yeah. Yeah, I think that's correct. Probably. Possibly. Maybe. I don't know. We'll see. 2 damage. 2 damage is a lot. Okay. Torture. No. Can't really Thorn here. I'll just Commune. Okay. Tortured Existence. Good. Grab Spore Frog. Discard Thorn. Cast Spore Frog. Jungle Hollow. Pass the turn. Need to get a Dredger, preferably a Golgari Brown Scale. Commune with the Gods would be good into a Golgari Brown Scale. Yeah, I'm gonna need something like that real soon. Because there's a good chance that I just die next turn. Okay. Stinkweed Imp. Rot Farm. Bounce back. I should have tapped that for mana. Should have tapped it for mana. Yeah, I'm really rusty. I think it's mostly me being tired though. I think that's mostly it. Hopefully I'm not just dead here. I mean, full tap outs usually, yeah, that's good. Okay, just take 2. I'll grab myself that Spore Frog, discard Gurmag. Dredge Stinkweed. Hit a Brown Scale, very, very nice. Loop Brown Scale. Discard. Loop Brown Scale. Alright. Spore Frog. Jungle Hollow. Pass the turn. That should be a win, I think. Opponent really shouldn't be able to deal 10 damage. I'll do the Brown Scale loops over and over and over. And it's not like we're playing as mono red where they could just Fire Blast me twice. Bump in the Night. Okay. I mean, maybe I die here. Nope. Yeah. Bump of the Night, Tyrant's Choice, Bump of the Night. But I would have been dead already if they had that, I believe. Discard Brown Scale, get Spore Frog. Dredge Brown Scale. Loop it. And again. And again. Until opponent feels sad and quits. That's the plan. Pass. I was at 10 life with a Spore Frog last turn. I'm at 10 life with a Spore Frog this turn. Opponent, your time has come. Press the concede button. Morsel Theft. Yes. And the forest is currently kind of biting me in the ass a little bit, but it was necessary. Yep, there we go. On to sideboards. Alright, I'm going to take out these cards, bring in these ones, and go to game number 2. Yeah, I think that just the big old 5/5s aren't really any good in this matchup. Like, so many of their creatures have menace. I think like 2 of them do. Five, I mean, they're just going to sit in my hand and not do much of anything. Yeah, I think it's pretty easy to just win with looping life gain and having Kitchen Imps to block, and the Monarch is fine if you can Spore Frog loop or whatever, or if they have a burn heavy draw, something like that. This hand's fine. Yeah, this hand's fine. I'll hit Torex eventually. I've got removal spells. Most of their creatures have 1 health, I believe. So Fume Spitter's good. I've got the brown scale already. Really just need to hit the Torex, especially now that I hit Tri-Builder. We're looking really good if we hit Tortured Existence or any of the communes into Tortured Existence. Yeah. Okay. Canarium, Bouncing Swamp. Alright, Commune. Kind of what we're looking for. I'm really... what I've been wondering is Commune with the Gods or Commune with Spirits in this deck. Because of like Gurmag Angler, Commune with the Gods is quite a bit better. Like the 5/5s work quite nicely with Commune. Not perfectly, but pretty good. Okay, Trespasser's Curse. An opponent drains me. Go ahead and play Tri-Builder. Drained for 1. Swing for 1. Swamp. Pass the turn. Tri-Builder's going to get me more mana. Thin the deck by 1 land. Not you know, the biggest deal in the world, but makes a tiny bit of difference. And I'll have more mana to work with. If and when, hopefully, I hit Tortured Existence off of this Commune. And luckily, opponent's off to a pretty slowish start. Although it would have been nice, kind of nice, if they had a creature heavy start, because I've got the removal to deal with it. Grab Swamp. Okay, Spore Frog, Commune. Come on, hit Torex, please. Okay, Deadweight. More removal spells, I see. This is the kind of game we're going to play. Rot Farm. Bounce back Swamp. Swing for 1. It's still really easy if I just draw Tortured Existence. Because I've got the brown scale in hand, got the creature in the graveyard, got a removal spell on my battlefield, and 3 in my hand. So... Suffocating Fumes. Yeah, that's not a good sideboard card. Don't bring that in against Tortured Existence. Unless you're a very interesting deck. It doesn't, yeah, it's not good. Don't play that against my deck. Alright. Chainers. Chainers. Behold, I am the aggro deck. Take a damage. Pass turn. I really hope that they just have a million creatures, because I have so much removal. No, don't draw gas. Wait, actually, yes. Take 2 damage. You fool! My Fume Spitter will defeat you. Okay, more removal spells. Cool. Chainer's Edict. The feeling of Chainer's Edicting a 1/1. Nothing better. Nothing better. You idiot! I'm almost going to win in this life total race. Okay. Torture. Yes! I win. I win for real. Loop. Yeah, I'll hold it. Just in case they have graveyard hate. I don't really see mono black burn having graveyard hate, but who knows? Who knows? It's wise to hold the mana up here. Okay, Sovereign's Bite. And remember, the only instant speed burn that deck has is nothing as far as I know. They might have something. I think most of it's sorcery, though. And I don't want to play this Tri-Builder, really. There's not a whole lot of reason to. Unless I absolutely need to. I don't want to give them damage off of this. Because if I just gain like 6 life a turn, they can't out damage that, really, ever. I do have to play it now, though, or else I won't have a creature in the graveyard. And I need to keep this Fume Spitter on the battlefield because, of course, that is my entire win condition. Oh no! Oh no! I lose. I was forced to sacrifice my poor innocent Fume Spitter. Alright, I'll sacrifice Tri-Builder, get a Swamp, discard Brown Scale, and pass the turn. Yeah, that's instant speed. Pretend burn. 2 mana, deal 1 damage. That's got to be strong, right? Yeah, that's, again, not the greatest card. Like, I understand what the opponent's going for. They're like, I've got to deal with the Spore Frog loop, or else it's going to be really obnoxious, and I can just cycle it, so why the hell not? But it's not very good. It's really, it's not what you're looking for. Discard Spore Frog. Discard Brown Scale. A concession? Is that a concession? There we go. Alright, pretty clean 3-2. Affinity, still difficult. Affinity's just so strong. They just stupid value. Like stupid unfair, broken ass value. Yeah, this card is turning into something else. Grave Scrabbler is either going to become another Soul Tender, which performed reasonably well. It felt good. I'm happy with this card. I looked at it and I looked at the metagame and I'm like, I mean, 3 mana, 3/1 into a metagame of what it looked like to me was a bunch of, cheap creatures like the Boros and Mono White Bully type decks, Kiln Fiend that'll just, million, powered Kiln Fiend run you over, the initiative deck where it's just going to make an initiative creature on turn 2, and then this looks really stupid in your hand, and you really need Chainer's Edicts. But at the same time, Grave Scrabbler's not much better. And yes, it's value, and yes, that's important in some situations, but this is also just really good value. Like, it costs a little bit more, and it's only a one-use kind of thing, but it's infinitely better just in your hand. It's a 1-card starter if you're chilling out with, like, Tortured Existence, Soul Tender, Necromass, and then some lands. You feel a lot less stupid than Tortured Existence, Grave Scrabbler, Necromance, and a bunch of lands. If you've got that hand, you're just like, oh crap. Oh crap, please. Please, just give me something. Just give me anything, because Grave Scrabbler's like... Grave Scrabbler is really good at a certain point in the game, and that point in the game is very late game, and this card's also really good in the very late game. So either Grave Scrabbler is going to become a Kitchen Imp or a Soul Tender. Dredgers, I was pretty happy with 4 Stinkweed Imp, 3 Brown Scale. This split of 2 Necromass, 2 Angler feels fine. Necromass, again, not super good early game. Gurmag Angler, you can usually play a turn earlier or so, but of course, Necromass is better in the late game. If any of you have any suggestions for this deck, I would love to hear them, because with a new set like this, a new meta game, some new tools, I think that there's definitely a little bit of room for improvement. But this version looks good. I like this version a lot, and I'll probably be playing it more. Probably be tossing another couple videos up with this deck, and I'll see you in the next one.